Welcome to Crypto Warehouse News. Today is September the 1st, and we're going to be taking a look at Crypto.com and their $10.5 million mistake. I'm Mike, and I'm with Julian.
Hello.
And Brogan.
Hello.
And before we discuss this, let's have a little look at what has actually happened. So, last week, Crypto.com announced that they had sent 10.5 million Australian dollars to a woman in Melbourne.
Two sisters.
Two sisters.
Yeah.
That's
Can
right.
anybody pronounce the surname?
Thevamogoro. Thevamanogari.
So we're going to call her Sheila
Correct.
from
Sounds
now on.
right, yeah.
Okay. They were supposed to send her $100
As a refund.
as a refund, but the employee accidentally put the telephone number in where they should have entered the $100, which is some mistake.
The $10.5 million mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, obviously, it's gone to court.
Yeah, because this didn't happen last week. This happened quite a long time ago.
7 months, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It took them 7 months to find out that they'd made this mistake.
Yeah. In the meantime, they'd already bought over £1 million worth of mansion with the money.
Yeah. And didn't they pay their mother's mortgage off or something else like that as
They've
well?
spent quite a bit of it, yeah.
Yeah. Now, it's gone to court, and from what I've read, the court has demanded that they refund the money.
Correct. And that they repossess the house, or the house is sold.
That's right.
And the money is then sent back.
That's right. Now, I believe that they've tried to call the sisters on numerous occasions and nobody's answering the phone.
Right, okay.
So
To be fair, they might have got the wrong phone number, though.
Yeah, might have put 100 in or something.
that's true. Now, there's a couple of things we need to cover, which I've got on my piece of paper, which Brogan's just passed to me. So there's a couple of issues here. Julian, what do you think Crypto.com are trying to be?
I think Crypto.com are trying to be a bank.
Yeah.
All their advertising is trying to take them down that route of being mainstream, which
Yeah.
I think is a good idea. And they're doing everything and acting in such a way that they appear to be like a custodian as a bank would.
Yeah.
But they are dealing in cryptocurrencies, which is a slight difference. But I haven't got an issue with that. I think that they're doing it in the right way for how things are going to progress going forward.
Yeah.
They're very professional looking, and they're putting themselves out there as being a bank.
Yes, I completely agree. And, I mean, for me, this kind of falls in... There's two issues here. There's the morality of it
Yep.
and the legality of it.
Yeah.
So from your point of view, Brogan, what do you think the morality is? If you were sent $10.4 million,
Yeah.
what would you have done with it?
Depends what platform, obviously. But if it's in the form of like cryptocurrency,
Yeah.
then it's not really there's not really a lot of like legislation and things like that. So I wouldn't have done anything. I would have kept the money if it was me.
See, now, my idea, Julian, and I know you don't agree with this because you come from an accountancy background.
Yeah, I mean, I am the moral in Moral and Hardy.
Yeah, you are indeed. My issue is that if they had lost $10.4 million of your cryptocurrency,
Yeah.
the way that cryptocurrency works is that's not retrievable.
Exactly.
So if they'd have sent it to the wrong address, for
Yeah.
example, it can't be retrieved.
Yep.
Now, from that point of view, if they send you $10.4 million or somebody else sends you $10.4 million to your Bitcoin wallet or MetaMask, whatever, then morally, for me, there's no issue in you keeping the funds.
Yep.
Okay, I have to disagree with you. What about in the future if you're wanting to send some of your crypto funds out of your Crypto.com account
Yeah,
to somebody else?
yeah,
You have to use their platform to do that.
correct.
What about if there's a glitch in that and it sends it to somewhere that you didn't want it to go? Do Crypto.com just wash their hands of it and say, well, that's just how it is in this industry?
Well,
Or would you want them to get that money back and send it to the correct place?
they can't. The thing is, it's not whether I want them to or not.
Well, it is because you're talking about morals.
No, because
We're talking about morals first, you said.
there's
Morally, you would want that back.
there is no physical way for them to retrieve the funds once it has been sent from your account.
How's this judge doing it then?
The judge is doing it because the money was sent to her bank account.
Oh.
Oh.
not
That is
via cryptocurrency.
it's a bit of a grey area then. If it was on,
So if it's been sent to a bank account, even more moral issues.
Well, that's why,
Definitely they get the money back.
you see, bank errors in the past, you've got Barclays Bank, whatever, they have overpaid people or paid people twice or added
Yeah.
zeros onto the end and things like that. And that has ended up in court cases.
Yeah, they always get it back.
And they nearly always get it back. This is a different case. Crypto.com is not insured by anybody. So Barclays Bank have got a kind of government guarantee, and you're protected for it. Is it £75,000 each or something like that?
Yeah.
Or maybe a bit more.
Maybe a bit more these days.
Crypto.com aren't. So there's no government protection, there's no guarantee, there's no insurance in place there. So although they might want to classify themselves as a bank, they don't provide the same protection, or the same protections are not given to your assets within Crypto.com. So for example, Crypto.com could close your account down tomorrow and not give you your funds back. And you'd have no
protection.
You'd have no protection. You'd have no way of getting the funds back.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's different to a bank. If a bank doesn't give you your money back, you can go and you can get your guarantee, or the government can chase them up, whatever. Crypto.com can just disappear into the sunset with your money. That's where I think the morality of this is different to a bank.
Yeah.
But I understand entirely what you're saying. It's been sent to her bank account. So it's gone from a bank account at Crypto.com to her bank account in Australia.
Yeah, but there's no doubt on that then that they should get it back.
They're going to try and get it back, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. But legally, I think she will be forced to give the money back.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Which you shouldn't be, because it's like double standard then.
Exactly. It is, but it's always been double standards. You know, if a bank goes bankrupt, you lose your funds, but the government bails the bank out because the bank can't go bust, but you can. So there's that double standards have been around for
that's fair.
100 and odd years. But I've got another take on this,
Go on.
which is rather than Crypto.com trying to get the money back out of them, the amount of publicity they've had from this. I mean, it's been on the Financial Times, it's been on Bloomberg, it's been all over the internet. This Sheila is now famous across the interwebs.
Yeah.
Crypto.com is now famous across the interwebs. And I'd argue that they've had at least this $10 million worth of publicity from this case.
Is the individual with the fat fingers famous amongst the interwebs?
No.
Should be. Should get himself a Facebook page, like Gareth Southgate, you know, with a pizza advert.
That again could be.
I mean, he's literally one of the biggest losers ever.
Yeah, I agree. But I think they could have used them in an advertising campaign and turned the negative into a positive, because you're saying morally they should give the money back. Legally, we've agreed that they should be giving the money back. But the interwebs and the cancel culture that we have from these woke people that seem to exist, the negative press from the community, especially the crypto community, could far outweigh the 10 million US. I mean, what's 10 million Australian dollars? About
5 million quid, is it? 4 million quid?
It's 4 or 5 million quid. So I think if a campaign was started by Crypto.com users to withdraw their funds, this could end up very badly for Crypto.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that we're trying to spark a run on a bank.
No, we don't give any financial advice on this channel.
No.
I mean, we don't know what we're talking about half the time anyway, so
True.
we don't give any advice. So are there any final thoughts, Brogan? Should they keep the money?
I would keep. I would say yes. They should keep the money, but I don't understand legally. Like Crypto.com need the money back, but I think they should keep the money.
Julian?
No.
They
For a
should
simple reason, you get 10 point whatever million pounds or dollars, and you spend 1 point something of it on a house. Spend it with style.
That's true.
Buy a football club.
Just buy a 5 million house. You're going to spend it. Spend it.
Yeah, well, I'm on Brogan's side. I think they should be allowed to keep the money,
Yeah.
and I think they should use the publicity of this to gain more customers, even though it might give out the wrong signal.
Fair enough.
So I think in this case, we need to wait and see what happens.
All right.
Thanks for listening.
Please subscribe.
And like.